Hello everybody, welcome back to the Wade Show. I hope you're all keeping very well. And as you can see, today I'm going to be reviewing the Thunderbirds Argo Interactive Tracy Island. Now this is one I've been wanting to review for quite a long time, being such a big fan of Thunderbirds. This came out around 2015. Now, it's been bugging me to actually buy it for ages and ages, and I just took the plunge and I bought it, and oh boy, am I glad that I did. So, if you are a stickler for packaging, this is a real eye-catcher, even on the box. So, as you can see, a nice photo of the product there, and obviously showing you all the different launches you can do with, obviously, Thunderbirds 1 up to 4, and also as well, obviously that gives you a bit more information obviously on their interactive side of things. Obviously you do actually get a wrist communicator. Now I will say that is a bit crap, but we'll go into more of that there anyway. And obviously a nice window there on the right hand side of the box, describing obviously what's on the back. But we're going to go into that as well. But yeah, as far as packaging goes, this product has it sussed. It is beautiful. So yeah, enough about that. Let's just go round, check out the back of the box, and then we'll get stuck into this review. Okay, so here's the back of the box, and it's even better than the front of the box, believe it or not. As you can see, it gives you a real nice detailed look behind the Tracy Island once you actually turn it round, and obviously lots of the different features. So for Thunderbird 3, obviously you got a nice sliding rotating door, just like in the show. For Thunderbird 1, the little launch pad, it just slides along into place, and then you're ready for launch. And then with Thunderbird 2, something a little bit more similar to what we're used to. Obviously, front door opens up, obviously palm trees go side to side, something that we're quite familiar with. Also as well, something really cool about this as well, it does actually, just round the side there, don't know if you can see it, gives you a little bit of info. This actually does come with Brains' Lab, so it does, which is compatible with the little figures you can actually buy, as far as I believe, and also as well, this is compatible with the actual vehicle sets that you can buy. Lucky enough, I've got the set here, we're going to check it out. So yeah, that's enough of this, let's just dive right into this actual Tracy Island and see what we think of it. Okay, so here it is out of the box, and as you can see, holy good God, this is absolutely beautiful. Oh God, but I will just stress, so once you actually get all the bits out of the box, you do actually need to build this, so it doesn't actually come out like this out of the box. Now, whenever I was buying this, I actually sort of was reading a lot of the reviews, and quite a lot of people actually seem to have a lot of trouble putting this actually together, because all these are like all individual bits, and basically it's like, this is all, see all the rock face and everything, that's all made actually out of very sturdy, like flexible rubber, so you have to sort of clip a bit on here, clip a bit on there, and blah blah blah. But a lot of people has actually had a lot of difficulty actually doing this. Like, there was even one review I actually read, the guy was an engineer and he couldn't put this thing together, and he actually returned it to Amazon. Right, but I will just stress, if you're building it, if you're getting this for your kid, you will actually, like, it's more advised that, you know, an adult would sit down and build this for their child. There's a lot of fiddly bits, a lot of stickers to go on here as well, like, I mean, a hell of a lot of little fiddly stickers. Now, I will just stress, it's really not difficult to build. If you follow the instructions, you take your time. Like, there's even videos on YouTube you can actually watch, like the assembly, like little step-by-step assembly things. That's what I did just to keep myself right, and it worked. You know, fantastic. You know, it turned out okay, so I don't really see what everybody is bitching about. All the support is right there if you do need it. So yeah. I will just also say as well, compared to the original Tracy Island that, you know, I'm sure a lot of the older reviewers like myself would all be quite familiar with, this is quite a lot bigger. Like, I will just do a little, I'll just do a little comparison here, just to sort of show you, like, the sort of difference in the size. Let me just see, I'm just going to grab the other one here, but it's, yeah, it is quite noticeably bigger. If I can just turn the camera to here a little bit, even to there, and I've got my old Tracy Island here, so yeah, that just sort of shows, you know, how much bigger this thing is. It is quite enormous. But yeah, all in all, like, first impressions, you know, getting it out, it is a very beautiful thing to have, and I've got it sitting on one of my desks here, and it's a really, really, really beautiful toy. Even if it was just a normal thing of an island without it even being Thunderbirds, it's really, really nice looking. So yeah, that's what it looks like in the front, so let's go round to the back and check that out. Okay, so whenever you turn around the Tracy Island, this is pretty much what you see. So obviously before going into all the really cool launches of Thunderbird 1, 2, 3 and 4, I am just going to show you, get the boring stuff out of the way first, I will just show you Brains' lab. Now it's pretty cool, obviously you got a little robotic arm right here, you sort of swiggle around, but quite frankly, I don't really know much you can really do with it. But something good that it does have some sound effects. So yeah, as you can see, quite a lot of stickers had to go on here as well. But if we hit this little button just right here,
well, anything is possible.
You get to hear a little bit of Brains. Happy days.
I have an idea, but it's not what you might consider rational.
So, while you're out in rescues and things, you could actually, have Brains back here, sort of, giving you little ideas and little comments whenever you're out on a mission.
It's hard to determine without reliable data. Well, anything is possible. I have an idea, but it's not what you might consider rational. It's hard to determine without reliable data.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, on to the good stuff. Now, what should we start with? Thunderbird 1? Yeah, I think Thunderbird 1. So, as you can see, very nice, sexy Thunderbird 1 right there. Now, there is going to be a separate review, excuse me, of these actual single Thunderbirds on the way soon. But let's just actually, just while I've got this here, let's just compare it, with this.
Another mission complete.
That's the original Thunderbird 1 toy goes with the old Tracy Island. So as you can see, it's quite a bit bigger, like a hell of a lot bigger, which is pretty cool. But yeah, if we want to launch Thunderbird 1, we just stick them in there. Okie doke. And then we just slide.
Systems check green. Firing engines in 3, 2, 1.
Now, what we're going to have to do, obviously, before we actually launch Thunderbird 1, we actually have to open up the swimming pool. So I will just show you that. So obviously, before we launch Thunderbird 1, all we have to do, slide that back, and we can already see the nose cone of Thunderbird 1, so let's go back to the launch. Okay, so now we actually have the swimming pool open. As you can see, we've got the light coming down here, which is real nice. So all we actually have to do to launch Thunderbird 1, you will see it. It's like a little tile in the floor that says number 1. And are you ready? 3, 2, 1. You got all the lights going, flickering. Jesus Christ, that's loud. Yeah, then from the upper side you're going to lift Thunderbird 1 out. So yeah,
Thunderbird 1 is go.
There you go. So yeah, let's just see. And obviously if you want to pull this back down again. There we go. And then just slide that out. So let's try and put all of this into a sort of little bit of a practice. So let's give that there a bit of a go. And there you have it. There's the launch of Thunderbird 1. Very cool. Okie doke then. So now we've done the... Oh, and he's not going to shut up. So, what we move on to, I think we'll do Thunderbird 3 next. So we want a nice little view. Let's have a look. That's much better. So, here we have our Thunderbird 3. Oh yeah, and yet again, as you'll see, there is quite a noticeable size difference between the old and the new. Who doesn't like bigger toys? Come on. So, all we have to do is put our Thunderbird 3 nicely in there. Now this is really cool. We actually slide this door back, which is sometimes a bit of a nightmare to actually get at. There we go. So we do slide that there around. And you'll see all these lights are going to come on. It's mental. Oh, here we go. Yet again, tile on the floor. Oh,
Thunderbirds are go.
this pulley already sounds like it's on its way out. But as you can actually see, up there possibly. There we go. But let's go and have a wee look around the upper side and actually see what Thunderbird 3 looks like coming out of the actual roundhouse. And there we have it. Thunderbird 3 is go. Okay, so what next? I think we will do Thunderbird 4. Yeah. I think you guys probably have noticed what I'm doing. I'm saving the best for last because Thunderbird 2 is my favourite. So, all we have to do if we want to launch Thunderbird 4, we just slide them in like that. And all you have to do, this little flip right here, all you have to do is, if you can get it, is flip that there up, like so. I'll not do it too hard because then Thunderbird 4 will go flying. So all you have to do is lift that up and then Thunderbird 4 goes round the other side. But yeah, let's go and have a look round the other side and see what that actually looks like in effect. And there we have it, the launch of Thunderbird 4. Pretty cool once again. Okay, so let's move on to the main event. Why we're all here. Thunderbird 2. Oh yeah. So, comparison yet again just to the old and the new. As a toy, this is a lot better because you haven't got any big bloody red buttons sticking out of it, which is nice. Buttons are a lot more obscure. As you can see, there is one on each side and on the back. So yeah, that there is pretty nice. But yeah, as I said, there's going to be a bit more of that going on in the review of the set. So, we just want to flip those up so we can get it ready for launch. And just like the original toy of the Tracy Island, there is a little slat there, and all you have to do is actually put the weight on it. Go. And there you go. So yeah, as you can see, there's some pretty nice sounds coming out of this thing right now. So yeah, let's go and check that out, what it looks like from the front and the whole actual launch sequence. Okay, so here is the launch sequence from the actual front. As you can see, sometimes palm trees are a little bit temperamental, but let's move Thunderbird 2 out. There we go. Have it there. It's even nice they actually did put the little scorch marks on the actual pad there, which is pretty cool. So if we actually want to take off Thunderbird 2, all we have to do is like a little pull back thing here, disguised sneakily as a rock. So what we have to do, I'll just do this actually, so you can see, pull that back, and you will see, oh, there we go. Put the wings down. Oh, God, I'm so happy they actually put Jeff Tracy's original voice in this, just like they did in the show, which is pretty nice. So if we want to bring Thunderbird 2 in, just bring that down. And the little closer thing normally is at the back, but we'll try and see if we can do it from the front here. Probably not. Oh, it let me. Happy days. So yeah, there's the launch of Thunderbird 2. Yet again, this is my favourite. It's always going to be my favourite, so... And yet again, another mission complete. So, yeah, pretty cool once again. Okay, so what are my final thoughts on this beautiful Tracy Island? as a whole, I absolutely love it. I'm so glad I got it after all this time. It has some amazing features, great sound features. It's interactive. It's really, really cool. The only bad thing about the interactive side, though, I just will bring up the little communicator. Brand new batteries in it. It doesn't work for crap. I did sort of get it working. It just sort of gives you a couple of voices and things like, this is Thunderbird 5, we have a situation, and, you know, just things like that. They're nothing too fancy, but all the main fun is in the actual island itself, trust me. That's the thing, as far as it's an amazing toy, there is some downsides. Like, for example, the pulley system in Thunderbird 3, I've got a very funny feeling it's not going to last for very long, and I have heard complaints and some people's actually have broke. Lucky enough, though, Amazon have sent them actual replacements. But it seems a little bit sluggish towards whenever it's going up the end, which is a little bit worrying. And just as far as the launches of Thunderbird 1 and 3, like the pulley, it's so goddamn loud to the point where you can't even hear the sound effects hardly. But apart from that, and the odd little niggle whenever you're actually building it, because it is quite bloody, it is difficult to build, don't get me wrong, but it is worth it whenever you do get it built. But apart from that, this is Tracy Island for the 21st century. It is unbelievably cool. Don't get me wrong, I still love the old one. Just like a lot of people, you know, growing up, it was one of the most amazing toys ever. But any kid today going to mess around with this, they're going to have a hell of a lot of fun. Like, I love just, like I said, like, especially the launch of Thunderbird 2, it just feels like the way I used to back whenever I was 6-7 years old. Even if a little bit better, to be honest, because you've got all that nice action with the sounds and everything, which is really, really awesome. And I do love the whole interactive side, so it gets you involved with the launch, and, you know, it's really, really, really cool. And the whole electronic side of things, it is awesome. Now, little couple of nibbles, but hopefully they'll sort of, you know, weave themselves out. But as far as all the features and everything goes, I can't complain. I really adore this thing, like, the bits. And it does make an amazing, like, even just right now, as you can see with the 4 main Thunderbirds coming out there, like, it just looks phenomenal. It really does. And it will make an excellent piece to your Thunderbirds collection. The only other little complaint I would have is this. There's nowhere for Thunderbird S, or Thunderbird Shadow, as some people like to call it. But yeah, like, it would have been nice if, I know that, like, obviously they didn't bring this out until later, but it would have been nice if they would have brought this out with, like if they maybe, whenever they were making the Tracy Island, they had this in mind, and then whenever this came out, they could have added, like, a little bit of, like, island to attach to this. And then, you know, we could have had your Thunderbird S. So at the minute, I just sort of keep it up on the rock top, sort of, you know, I just sort of, you know, keep it up like that there sort of thing. But yeah, it looks okay. You can just set it on there and it looks decent enough. Just would have thought maybe, even though I'm not a big fan of Thunderbird S or anything, but it would have been nice if they would have maybe took that into consideration. But apart from that, though, I'm sort of nagging a bit here, but trust me, I really adore this thing, and it's one of my favourite toys in my collection right now. I absolutely adore it, and I would recommend this to any Thunderbirds fan, new or old. You're going to absolutely love it, trust me. But yeah, as I said, if you are having trouble building it, just go onto YouTube, type in, you know, put together a video, and just follow it from there. It's brilliant. But yeah, as far as an overall rating for this toy, I would say it is fabtastic. Yeah, that wasn't cheesy or anything. But yeah, that's the end of this review. But please do stick around, because I do have something a little bit special just right after this here little sequence. So I hope you have an amazing day, guys. And yeah, keep checking out my videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.